Hi everyone, Bas from Cordis SUITE here. Today I'm standing at a real operating machine. This is the last cell of a production line. The cell is currently controlled by Cordis SUITE software. At this cell we have carriers that arrive on my side, which is called the branch track. From the branch track the carriers will go to the pickup track, which is here on your side. The pickup track also consists of a workpiece output, which can be seen right here. And the workpiece output has a gripper, which can grip a product from a carrier and then place it on either side for human inspection. On the screen in front of you, you can see the Cordis Assistant, which is integrated in the Cordis server. And this Cordis server is currently connected to this cell. This enables you to talk directly to your machine without the need for a keyboard. On the left side of the screen we can see the dashboard, which is currently empty, and on the right side of the screen we can see the chat window. It already suggests certain questions. How would you describe the system? What analysis can you perform and which types of data can you analyze? Let's click on the second one. The data from this machine is stored in a database in real time. The Cordis Assistant can access this database and analyze this data as well as visualize this to the user. Besides these suggestions, we can also directly ask our own questions to the machine. We can do this by clicking on the microphone icon in the bottom left corner. So let's ask our next question. What type of components do you consist of? And based on these components, what type of machine are you? So now we get an answer that we are cell 6 and we consist of a branch track, a pick track and a workpiece output. And this workpiece output, for example, consists of a gripper, an x-axis and a z-axis. We can also ask to get the state machines of each of these components. So let's do this for the workpiece output and the gripper. Get the state machines of the workpiece output and the gripper. So now we can see that the workpiece output consists of 3 types of state machines and the gripper has 2. We can now ask to visualize these state machines for us in the dashboard. Show me the demo sequence state machine of the workpiece output and the main state machine of the gripper. And now it automatically creates a panel for each of these state machines. As you can see, these state machines are updated in real time and we can see that the workpiece output is currently moving and moving to the center. And the gripper is in operation and it's currently open. By double clicking on the panel we can open the live state machine diagrams. So let's do this. So now it's visualizing the live state machine diagram. And from this live state machine diagram we can see the current state the workpiece output is currently in. So at this moment in time it's moving to the center and then it's moving the z-axis down and it goes through this state machine state by state. On the left side we can also see it in a table-like format and we can also go to the historical data and we can see in which state it has been into for each cycle of the controller. So here it was in the open gripper state and when we click on the previous we can see it was moving the z-axis down and it was unlocking the z-axis, and we can also go a few minutes back and click on a certain moment in time and see in what state it was in. So let's change this back to real time again. We can also ask to get the observers of a component and also visualize this. So let's do this for one. Show me the velocity observers of the x and z axis in a single panel. So now we can see a graph of both velocities of the z and x axis. So the yellow line is the velocity of the z-axis and the green line is the velocity of the x-axis. As you can see, only a single axis is moving at a certain point in time. So for example, at this moment in time only the x-axis is moving, and at this moment in time only the z-axis is moving. So now I will stop the carriers with my hand, and I will do this so we can ask certain questions about whether it can see any deviations in the data in the last 5 minutes. So I've been holding the carriers for a certain amount of time, as we can see in the panels. So we can see the gripper has been opened for a period of time, and both velocities of the x and z axis have been 0. So now I will release them again and ask certain questions. Based on the gripper data and the gripper's velocity data, can you see any deviations in its operation in the last 5 minutes? So it can see that the velocity has been 0 for more than 4 minutes. It suggests that the gripper has not been moving in this period of time, which is correct because I have been holding the carriers. It also suggests certain possible causes of this data. Do you also want to talk to your machine in real time and get key insights and visualizations? Use the Cordis Suite. Thanks for watching and see you next time.